Hi, it's Rochelle. I'm here with Cody and Christian. They are from New York, so welcome to Toronto. So we're here at an event with POV for young marginalized youth to connect with people in the creative industry. What does that mean to you? How important do you think that is?
Well, that's really important. You want to always try to uplift, the youth who have, new creative ideas and may not have a way to reach the people who can provide those opportunities or be able to, just lend a hand to people who may not, find a way to, break through that ceiling or whoever might be holding them back from getting to the next level. Yeah, so it's a great thing.
Awesome. How important do you think it is for a space like this where they're creating spaces for young marginalized youth to connect with people in the industry when they want to get into the creative industry and don't necessarily have those tools or resources?
I think it's super important because just having creatives like all come together in one space to where they could connect with each other and potentially get opportunities that would never have been given to them have they had not been into this particular space. So with all the creatives in this actual space, I know that there's going to be some very prominent projects coming out of like tonight, just based off the different conversations that even myself and Cody had alone.
So I 100% agree with the both of you. Being in a space like this, is it inspiring? Like, does it move you to be around other like-minded individuals, other people of color who are passionate about the same things and are interested in the creative world?
You can,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Can you say that one more time? Wait,
Yeah,
I was gonna pick back up whatever.
no worries. Um, so being in a space like this tonight, what does it mean to you to be around like-minded people and connect with others who are interested in the same things as you? Is it an inspiring thing? Does it fuel you? Like,
I'll just say off rip that the first thing that we had in our mind was to connect with everybody black here, regardless of what they was doing, as long as it was something creative, because you never know who might know who, and that's the thing that's really big in New York is that somebody you always know somebody always knows somebody. So regardless if we were doing something that might not connect with us personally, we might know somebody who can help you out or benefit you in whatever you're trying to achieve. So our first goal was to connect with everybody black and just connect with us, and then move on to some people who might have some other type of opportunities or benefits or whatever may have you.
beautiful, beautiful.
I think he killed that question. I don't really want to follow up with that. I'll just let that be.
All right, all right. So your first objective for tonight was to connect with everybody black, which I think is dope as hell. What was your second objective? What do you guys do? What types of relationships are you hoping to manifest tonight, potentially?
Some people with some pockets.
All right.
I mean, we just being real. I mean, just connect with some people who are looking to provide some offers or some opportunities.
Can I ask y'all what you do?
Well, I produce, and I'm learning from my main man here on how to, attack the film industry.
So I'm a filmmaker, and actually we came because we saw Director X's post, and he was like, "Yo, if your hustle's right, you'll be here." We got our hustle right, and we drove all the way up from Syracuse, New York, to be here. And we actually just had a conversation with him. It was a pretty quick conversation, but I think it was important because a lot of prominent people in the industry, they'll say to pull up to certain events, but they won't actually show their face at the actual event. So I thought it was important that he actually pulled up, showed face. He's out here talking to people and giving people the inspiration that they potentially need to get them that next step forward to even bigger opportunities.
Facts. I respect both of those answers. I'll leave it with my final question, which is, how important do you think it is for us to control the narrative of our stories, to be the people behind the lenses, to be the storytellers? What does that mean to you?
I think it's super important because like if we're not telling our own stories, someone is going to tell it for us, and they're not going to give you an accurate depiction of our struggles and our like the things that are important to us. So I think it's super important to be able to tell our story in the fashion that we want to take our story in.
Yeah, for real. Like it's incredibly important because then we'll like we have movies like The Color Purple, directed by Spielberg. We got Pootie Tang, written by I forget what dude's name, but once I found out that it wasn't Chris Rock who wrote it, I was like, damn, I love Pootie Tang, but that's not his. But then when you look at it, it kind of like becomes offensive.
Yeah.
When you think about it. But when you got somebody who looks like you, who knows how to give a black person an edge up in a movie, and it's not like a bowl cut, like you feel more connected, you feel more at home. And when the dialect is right, when the facial expressions and when everything clicks, it hits harder. And if it's made, it's already been proven by Jordan Peele. It's already been proven by other directors who are putting out all black movies that the market is there. I mean, it rang true with Boomerang. It rang true with all the movies that that came in that light. That there's a market for it, and there's a bunch of people who want it. Like it's already proven with hip hop. There's a lot of people who want to get into hip hop that don't look like us, and we created it. So it's like if we become the masters of our own work, then that puts us on top. And I mean, it's a scary thing for people who's not like us, but we ain't got no choice but to do it. And what better way to to do it but in a classy and very creative way.
I just have one last point. So I think it's like really dangerous to have other people depict our own stories because like even now like there's a lot of people who don't necessarily read to the same magnitude that there once was like in recent years, and I feel like a lot of people are getting their information from like video content, film, and things like that. So there's really an importance of having like proper representation as far as like being filmmakers, being these creators of these different visuals that people are now consuming and getting most of their information from, like things like Netflix and like all these different streaming platforms. The fact that Black people are able to be put in a position to create things that exude things that relate to our struggles, I think is super important.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I have one question that I just thought of off the top of my head, very quick. What is your favorite thing about being Black?
That's a hard question.
Yeah, that's a hard question. That's really a hard question. Favorite thing about being Black? You got something right now?
My favorite thing about being Black, I can list a whole bunch of things. I can't even think of just like one thing.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's just like our style, our culture, like our attitudes, like the way we approach it in certain situations, like the way we just like we're just cool under pressure, the way we just like come up with different like dances and phrases and like all these different things that just make being Black unique. It's unexplainable, to be completely honest.
And it's like being the most hated and the most wanted at the same time.
That's a fact.
And it's like, what else?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.